Hi, this is Anil Adnani. Season 2, Decision Decoded. Episode 1. The first decision. Welcome to This is Anil Adnani. Season 2, Decision Decoded. For me, the first decision came from my mind. When I got the opportunity to lead my cricket team as a captain, I never realized that life was preparing me for something much bigger than the game itself. Every match demanded a decision. Who should I bowl? Should I attack or defend? Should I trust my experience or back a young player? Should I follow the plan or trust my instinct? Sometimes those decisions worked in my favor. Sometimes they didn't. But every result gave me a learning. That's when I understood something very important. Results are born from decision. And the moment you make a decision, ownership seals the deal, because no decision truly matters if ownership is never taken. If the decision succeeds, it's your responsibility. If the decisions fail, it's still your responsibility. That's where learning begins. Back then, every decision came from my mind because I was playing a game. I never imagined that life would one day place me in situations where decisions couldn't be made by the mind alone. Some decisions had to come from the heart. Those decisions involved my family, my friends, and the people who became my responsibility. That's when I realized making decision on a cricket field and making decision in life are two completely different games. In 2010, I started making decisions in my business. Business decisions comes with a calculated risk. You study the numbers, you analyze the market, you prepare for the outcome. In cricket, captaincy is different. Sometimes your decision comes from strategy, sometimes they come from an instinct. But life doesn't always give you time to calculate. Life doesn't always allow you to follow a strategy. Some of the life's biggest decision comes down to one simple question: yes or a no. And the moment you choose one, the other no longer exists. In 2015, I made one of the biggest decisions of my life. I decided to get married. At that time, it felt like an easy decision. I was in love and she said yes. But life has a way of teaching you that not every decision remains easy as time moves. One decision can create hundred of different thoughts. Your mind begins to ask questions. Your heart begins to feel emotions. People around you have different opinion. But despite all the thinking, life still asks for only one decision. That's when I understood something. When the emotions of the people you love are involved, responsibility enters the room. And the moment responsibility enters, a decision has to be taken. I'm a old school. The day I sat with myself, I realized something. Making the wrong decision is part of life, but choosing the wrong option is where most people go wrong. If your options are right, taking a decision becomes much easier. For example, if I want to buy clothes for someone, the options aren't I'm thinking about buying clothes or maybe I'll buy them later. No, the options are simple. Either I buy the clothes or I don't buy the clothes. That's my decision, and every decision comes with ownership. If my decision doesn't give me the result I expected, I don't lose, I learn. If my decision gives me the result I wanted, I don't just celebrate the result, I celebrate the ownership that came with making of the decision. Because every decision deserves ownership, and every ownership deserves a result. Whether it's a learning or a victory, a decision is something you take for yourself, and once it's taken, there is no looking back. Whether the result goes in your favor or not, take ownership. If the result goes in your favor, celebrate it. If the result doesn't go in your favor, learn from it. Because every decision gives you something, either a result or a learning. If you repeat the same mistake, it becomes a choice. But if you learn from it, it becomes wisdom. That's what a decision truly is. Not just choosing a direction, but accepting everything that comes with it. Because in the end, results are born from the decisions, ownership seals the deal. This is Decision Decoded. I'm Anil Adnani. This was the first decision. I will meet you in the next episode of This is Anil Adnani. Har Har Mahadev, Jai Makal.